Ryan was a 22-year-old boy who lived in a small town. He worked in a small shop, cleaning shelves, packing goods, and helping customers. Every evening, when he came home tired, he sat near his window, looked at the sky, and dreamed of a different life. Ryan wanted to become a singer. He imagined himself standing on a big stage, holding a microphone and singing in front of thousands of people. The lights would shine on him, the crowd would cheer his name, and his heart would feel free. But his reality was far from that dream. His family was poor. His father worked as a laborer, and his mother stayed home, making clothes for others to earn a little money. They always told Ryan, "Dreams don't fill your stomach, work does." Every time he talked about music, they laughed and said, "It's good to dream, but life is not a song." Still, Ryan never gave up. Every night after work, he practiced singing softly so no one would hear. He used his old phone to record his voice, but the sound was never clear. He watched videos of famous singers and imagined himself like them. Sometimes he smiled, and sometimes he cried. He wanted to do something big, but he didn't know how to start. His friends also made fun of him. They said, "You? A singer? You can't even buy a proper phone." Their words hurt him, but his heart whispered, "One day, they'll know my name." Ryan didn't have money or support, but he had something powerful, a dream that refused to die. He didn't realize it yet, but that small dream would one day change his entire reality. Ryan's life was not easy. Every morning, he woke up early to go to work in the small shop. He cleaned the floor, carried boxes, and served customers all day. But while working, his mind was always somewhere else, in a world of music and songs. He dreamed of holding a microphone, not a broom. He dreamed of applause, not tiredness. One evening, Ryan finally gathered the courage to record his first song. He used his old phone, standing in a quiet corner of his room. The sound was not perfect, but his voice carried emotion and hope. When he listened to it, he smiled. For the first time, he felt close to his dream. He uploaded the song online, hoping someone would notice. But when he checked the next day, there were no likes, no comments, no views. His heart sank. Days passed, and still nothing changed. His friends laughed at him, saying, "Ryan, stop wasting time. Music won't pay your bills." His family also got angry. His father said, "Stop dreaming and focus on real life. You are not made for this." Ryan felt torn between two worlds, the dream in his heart and the reality in front of him. He started doubting himself. Maybe they were right. Maybe dreams were only for lucky people. But deep inside, a small voice whispered, "Don't stop now. Every dream starts small." So Ryan continued. After work, he practiced singing every night. He learned how to improve his voice from free online lessons. He started saving money to buy a better phone for recording. Even when no one believed in him, Ryan believed in himself. His struggle was painful, but it was also shaping him into someone stronger. The world still didn't know his name, but he was getting ready to show it. After many nights of practice, Ryan finally felt ready to take his first real step toward his dream. He saved a little money from his small job and bought a second-hand microphone. It wasn't fancy, but it was enough for him. He set it up in his small room, placed his phone in front, and pressed record. His hands were shaking, but his heart was full of hope. Ryan sang his favorite song, one that spoke about dreams, pain, and never giving up. When he listened to the recording, it wasn't perfect, but it had something real in it, emotion. He decided to upload it online, just like before. This time, he shared the link with his friends too, hoping they would support him. But the next morning, when he checked, there were still no views. One day passed, then another. Still nothing. His excitement started turning into disappointment. He thought maybe people were right, maybe he wasn't good enough. One of his friends told him, "Ryan, stop this useless thing. No one will ever listen to you." Those words broke his heart, but deep down, he couldn't let go. Every time he wanted to quit, he reminded himself why he started. Days later, while walking home, Ryan saw a poster that said "Local Music Talent Event, Open for All." His heart started beating fast. It was a small event, but it felt like a big chance. He decided to participate. He knew he might fail, but at least he would try. That night, he stood in front of a small crowd, nervous but ready. As he sang, people began to listen quietly. For the first time, someone was hearing him. When he finished, a few people clapped. It wasn't fame, but it was his first real step. Ryan smiled to himself. It was just the beginning of something bigger. A few weeks passed after Ryan's small performance at the local event. He didn't win any prize, but something inside him had changed. For the first time, people had listened to his voice. That small moment gave him a new kind of strength. He realized that dreams take time, and success comes step by step. One evening, while scrolling through his phone, Ryan noticed a message from a local music page on social media. The message said, "We liked your song. Can we share it on our page?" Ryan's eyes filled with tears. He couldn't believe it. Someone had finally noticed him. He quickly replied, "Yes, of course." The next day, that music page posted Ryan's song with his name. Slowly, people started listening. Comments appeared under the post. "Nice voice, so emotional. Who is this guy?" For the first time, strangers were appreciating him. Ryan couldn't stop smiling. When he went to work that day, he felt different. The same old shop, the same tired routine, but inside, he carried new energy. A few of his friends who once laughed at him now said, "Bro, we heard your song online. It's actually good." Even his mother smiled when she saw his happiness. That night, Ryan sat by his window again, the same place where his dream began. But this time, it felt real. He whispered to himself, "This is just a small light, but it's enough to guide me." He knew that life would still be hard. There would still be failures ahead. But now he had a reason to believe, proof that dreams can start shining even in the darkest times. Ryan realized something important that night. One small moment of light can change the whole direction of a dream. Ryan's small success gave him hope. His song was shared, people appreciated him, and he started to believe that maybe his dream could really come true. Every night, he worked harder, writing new songs and recording better versions. He felt like his life was finally moving forward. But life doesn't stay easy for long. One morning, when Ryan reached the shop where he worked, his boss called him inside. "Ryan," he said, "business is slow. I can't keep everyone. I'm sorry, but you have to leave." Those words hit Ryan like a storm. That job, though small, was his only source of income. Without it, he couldn't pay rent or buy food. He went home quietly, trying to stay calm. His parents were worried. His father said, "See, this is what happens when you waste time chasing dreams." His mother's eyes filled with tears, but she couldn't help him either. Ryan felt completely lost. Days passed, and he searched for work, but nothing came. He skipped meals, saved every coin, and sold some of his belongings to survive. His phone bills piled up, and he couldn't even afford data to upload his new songs. Slowly, his small light of hope started to fade. At night, he sat in the dark thinking, maybe I should give up. Maybe they were right. Reality was hitting him hard, harder than ever before. His dream felt far away, almost impossible now. But even in that sadness, a small part of him refused to die. He looked at his old microphone and whispered, "I started with nothing once. I can start again." Ryan didn't know how, but he promised himself one thing: he wouldn't let his dream die, no matter how cruel reality became. Sometimes, losing everything is what teaches a person how strong they truly are. Ryan had lost almost everything. His job was gone, his savings were finished, and his dream felt far away again. Days turned into nights, and he spent most of his time sitting quietly in his small room, thinking about what to do next. He was standing at a crossroad. One path led to giving up and living an ordinary life, and the other path led to taking one last big risk. He knew he had only a little money left, just enough to buy food for a week or to record one professional song in a small studio. His heart and mind started fighting. His mind said, "Be smart, use this money to survive." But his heart whispered, "Use it to try once more. Maybe this is your last chance." Ryan didn't sleep that night. He kept thinking, walking around the room, staring at his old microphone. Finally, at sunrise, he made his decision. He would risk everything for his dream. He packed his bag, took his little savings, and went to a small music studio in the city. The studio owner looked surprised when Ryan said, "I don't have much money, but I want to record one song." The man smiled kindly and agreed. Ryan entered the sound room, nervous but full of emotion. When the music started, he closed his eyes and sang from his heart. Every word came from his pain, his struggle, and his hope. When he finished, there were tears in his eyes. He didn't know if the world would like it, but he knew one thing: he had given his everything. That night, Ryan uploaded the new song online with a small caption. "This is my last try. If it touches your heart, share it." He had made his choice to fight for his dream, no matter what came next. Ryan uploaded his new song online and waited silently. He had no expectations this time. He just wanted his voice to reach at least one person's heart before giving up. That night, he couldn't sleep. He kept refreshing his phone, but there were no views. He sighed and closed his eyes, whispering, "Maybe it's not meant to be." But the next morning, everything changed. Ryan woke up to dozens of messages on his phone. His notifications were full: likes, comments, and shares. People were writing things like, "This song made me cry," and "Who is this amazing singer?" The song had gone viral overnight. Within hours, thousands of people were listening to his voice. Ryan couldn't believe it. His heart raced as he read each message. The same phone that once showed him 0 views was now filled with love and appreciation. A few days later, a local radio station called him and invited him to perform live. When he stepped into that studio, his hands were shaking, but his heart was full of pride. Soon, music companies started reaching out to him. His name appeared on social media pages and news posts. People in his town, who once laughed at him, now spoke his name with respect. His parents, who once told him to stop dreaming, watched him on TV with tears in their eyes. Months later, Ryan stood on a big stage, bright lights shining, a huge crowd cheering his name. The dream he once saw while sitting near his window had finally become real. As he looked up at the lights, Ryan smiled and whispered to himself, "Reality can break your dream only if you stop fighting for it." He had learned one powerful truth: dreams do come true, but only for those who never give up. Ryan's story teaches us something very powerful: dreams are not easy, but they are never impossible. Life will test you again and again. People will doubt you, situations will break you, and reality will try to stop you. But if your heart truly believes, nothing can stop your dream from becoming real. Ryan started with nothing: no money, no support, no fame. All he had was a voice and a dream that refused to die. And that dream turned into his destiny. His journey reminds us that even when the world says, "Give up," your heart should say, "Try one more time." So, never let your dreams fade because of fear or failure. Reality can hurt you, but it can also shape you. Every dark night ends with a sunrise. You just have to keep walking until you see the light. If Ryan can change his life with courage and faith, so can you. Believe in yourself, work hard, and keep chasing your dream, because one day, your reality will bow down to it. Thanks for watching. If you liked this story, don't forget to subscribe for more emotional and inspiring stories like this. Your one share can inspire someone who is about to give up.